What's happening, guys? This is Slizzard Man, and I'm showing off my new home gym. First, let's take a look at the parallettes. As you can see, mine are joined together, made out of 1.5" PVC. I also have a set of parallel bars. These vertical sections are 5 feet tall exactly. I had it measured off at Home Depot and cut and threaded. And I believe that the horizontal part is also 5 feet. I believe they're 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide, plus whatever is added on by these T-joints. I have those at the top and the bottom. These are individual, so they can be spread apart and moved together as need be. I also made 2 very handy pommel horse attachments. So I move the bars close together, they slip right on top, and then I can do things like Germans, no problem. This is a very cool little toy I made, and I'm very proud of that little innovation. And we got the scale for accurate weight management, and here we got a couple really nice things. This is my new power rack. Let me get out a little bit. And I've had this for 4 or 5 days now. Got a couple things on it. It's only going to get more cluttered, because the power rack is probably the single coolest piece of equipment any home gym can have, for a couple of reasons. One, it doubles as a stall bar. You stick the loading pins, or the safety pins, into the side here, and you can set it up as a makeshift stall rack. Or you can just go buy pieces of 1/2" PVC and slide it through there if you're really cheap, or you could get wooden dowels, or you could get metal pipe. I mean, it really doesn't matter. If it fits in there, if it fits in that hole, then you can slide them right in, and you'll be able to use them as a stall bar. Very convenient. I am going to put an extension up top because I'm too tall to use this at full extension as a pull-up bar, but I still use it for some false grip work. I have my, well, they're not really rings, but they're basically the same thing, except they have, I don't know if you can see, a rotating handle, which makes certain things much more difficult, because you don't have as stable of a surface to hang on to. These are the Jungle Gym 2, and they're actually a little bit uncomfortable on some things, because this buckle is metal and you can't move it out of the way. So when you're doing dips, or like especially handstand push-ups, just terrible devices to use, really. You want the rings. Here I have my homemade 3-inch thick, technically 2 7/8, but whatever, barbell. This was made out of the same 1.25" rigid metal conduit as the parallel bars over there, and as you can see from the side, both this and the surrounding PVC, which is 2.5" internal diameter. That's how PVC is sold, by the way. It's by internal diameter. Filled with concrete, and I bolted this on pretty much in the center so that I'd have a nice, stable, thick bar with the center of gravity smack in the middle of the bar instead of at the bottom like my previous grips were. This is a really awesome tool, especially for curls and reverse curls for the gymnast, because it allows you to condition your forearms specifically and do a little bit of prehab. There are a few other things here that I really like. One of them is this right here. This is my assisted plant station. I have lifeline cables, and these are the chest expanders. I have a whole set of them. There's a couple hanging up around here, and the other half are at my parents' place. But this one right here is the number 6. It gives 60 pounds of resistance per band at full extension. So when I'm doing the assisted planche, the way this is set up, between this and this cheapo Nike thing that I have, or Everlast, whatever, it gives me, I believe it's 77 pounds of assistance at the most. So that's what I use for working my planches right now, because my elbows are too messed up still to hold with my body weight. And I'll tell you what, it is working really, really well. So for people who are either having trouble adjusting to a new position, or who are having some kind of issues, whether it's wrists or elbows or whatever, you can start training stuff like the flat tuck right away, and you can develop the balance and strength that you need, as well as conditioning your body for the specific exercise. So it's a very nice little piece of equipment. And I have a second set of truck straps that are up here. If you notice, I have everything suspended by straps. Why? Because they move freely. So when you have weight on a metal bar, there's friction. There's like a molecular welding that goes on anytime two surfaces touch. That's why you have activation energy that's higher than and the energy required to keep an object in motion due to friction. When two objects touch each other, to some extent the molecules stick together, and you have to break that temporary adhesion at the molecular level. So all that fancy bullshit means that it's just more convenient and easier to get the bar in a good position and to start benching, or in the case of the squats, squatting from the bottom position. I like to just start from the bottom position. I don't like starting from the top anymore because it's too easy. And this is my station for doing all that. And outside of this stuff, there's only one more thing. I know some people were curious about what I made to do body levers and glute ham work. Well, this is it. This is a really simple device. It's literally a piece of plywood that is currently stuck behind a bunch of shit, and it's a pain in the ass to do with one hand. Okay. I just pull it out, lay it down. All I did was take 1-inch PVC. I have secured it in the middle so that it doesn't have a chance to bend up, and this is it. That's the anchor for the hands, for the knees. So as I do exercises, whether it's the glute ham raises or the body levers, I got a cute little spot to do them right there. And then I just fold it up against the wall and it's out of the way. Very light, it cost me like 20 bucks to make, I think, and it's very durable. One thing that I would do in the future is I would use 2 layers of the plywood. I believe it's 3/4 inch plywood or 1-inch plywood that I've got there. It's heavy duty stuff, but I'm a big guy. I would suggest that everybody else, just to be safe, take 2 pieces, screw them together, and from the top and the bottom, knock out any screw heads, and you'll be good to go. So this is how I do it. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a little look inside of the Slizzard Man fitness facility. And until I got more stuff, this is all I got to show you. Have a great day. Bye.